Good afternoon and welcome to Living on a UK State Pension. My name's Tanya, I'm 68 years old and for this next year I'm going to be living on my state pension entirely. I'm not going to be touching my civil service pension. That's going into savings to pay for a lot of things that I had done to the house, etc., that I've paid out for. You'll read all about it in my previous vlogs. I am not trying to deceive anybody. I have been upfront and honest that I do have another pension and that is being used to go into savings. But also, 10 years ago, I used to run a blog called Frugal in Essex. And for 2 years, I practiced living on my very small civil service pension. By no means is it a big pension. It really isn't. But I used to live on that small amount of money well. I'd honed my skills, so to speak. And since receiving my state pension, they went out the window. So I'm getting back to who I was and hopefully pass on lots of things that I learnt during those 2 years, because they're slowly coming back to me. All the sort of little bits and pieces that I would do to save money so that I felt good and I didn't feel deprived in any way. So anyway, today's video is basically about the end of month reconciliation. It's Saturday and my new state pension is due in on Monday. So I'm so confident I don't need to spend any more money that I've gone ahead and I've got all the books together. I actually went over one of them with you the other day with the last food shop, etc. So the food came in at £76.05 for the month. So I was able to put another £45 into my savings pot that I hadn't spent. If you recall, I only used £15 to top up the Asda card and the money that I brought forward. The purse is now empty. There's no money to bring forward, so I'm going to draw out £20 and then just use my Asda gift card for the other £50, because I'm hoping to get through the month on £70. Now, the reason why I think I should be able to do it is that I have still got a freezer full of food. And for at least 1 week, I'm going to film all the meals I get out of there and eat. That's what batch cooking can do for you. It's like a lucky dip in your freezer and it's brilliant. You can have 3 nights off where you haven't got to think of something to eat. All you need to do is go out to your freezer in the morning and get something so it defrosts. Choose either a lasagna, if you've got one in there, and you've got salad in your fridge to go with it. All sorts of things. Anyway, I will do that for a week so you can see how I can live out of my freezer quite easily with everything that I've already got in there, with hopefully the absolute minimum of cooking too. So that means I have added £45 to a food savings pot that I've got, maybe for Christmas, don't know. It's earmarked food at the moment. I've also, on Monday, I will have £100 going into my holiday funds. That means that'll be 200 because I haven't had to use the 100 from last month neither, which is good. All my other bills, you know, are on track. They're going out and the money I've got left in the account is covering everything. So I'm, you know, being confident about my math skills, thank goodness. In fact, I've just been contacted by Eon, who want to take my electric down even further to £31.73 because I'm in credit. So I'm actually, once they put it down, I'm going to alter it online, which you can do. I'm just going to round it up to the 32 or the 35. And that's why when you write in your budget book, write in pencil. I'm going to do a vlog this week completely about the budget book again, because people have been asking me how to get onto the 4-week cycle that I'm doing, but also how to plan everything in your budget book. So I've drawn up bigger scale for you in pen so that you can see. Obviously everybody's budget is different, but I can only show you the basics, and then hopefully you'll be able to move on from there. So everything was covered in my account, so I'm really chuffed. That means that as midway next week, I'll have another civil service pension going into my savings, so they're coming up nicely. My credit card is down to £115, thank goodness. So with £215. So on Monday I'll be able to pay another £100 off it, which means it will be down to £115. So, and any savings I can make on food, etc., I might even see that paid off, or another big chunk off it, and then that will be something gone, and I can concentrate on other things I need to buy. People have been asking questions about what do I do for toiletries, etc. I will go into that in another blog. I'm not holding off for any other reason, is I want to show you how I go about saving money even on toiletries. There's little tricks that I do where I like to think I'm outsmarting either the supermarket, the shop. In particular, I've just done a purchase from Boots and I did very well out of the deal. So I'll show you what I did so that you can be looking out for the same thing. Anyway, that is that side of the finances. And of course, then you have my spending money. And I allowed myself £55 because it was the odd bit this month, spending money. And I've come in at £54.99. I know, very close to the mark, but I brought forward 86p. I'm going to stop this video in a minute. I'm going to take you into the kitchen so you can see everything I bought, and then I can show you this book in detail. It's scruffy, but I make a point of filling it in every single time I purchase something, so that I know it reconciles with my purse, just as my food purse reconciles with my food page. So a little bit of basic bookkeeping goes a long way. Anyway, let me take you through to the kitchen. Right, there's my spending money spending. The first item on the list is coffee. Well, I didn't have a receipt for that, but that's how much I spent on 2 coffees for me and a friend. So that one's done. The next one is B&M, and I have got the receipt for that. That was £3.17. And if you remember, I bought some skinny proteins, which were £1, and the rest was 5 Christmas cards that should have been 99p each, and I got them for half price. So altogether that came to £3.17. Then I had my hair done the other day. That was £21. Next month it will be 22. Bernardo's. This was my spend in Bernardo's. Now, let me get the receipt. There was 2. These are those card holders. I just thought they were lovely with the William Morris design. And for 80p each, they can go in my present box. I still have a present box like I used to when the children were small, in case they got invited to a birthday party. Right, if you look at the receipt, they were 80p each. And they have a protected layer on them so that, you know, your cards can't be scanned, which I thought, goodness me, 80p. And I got an umbrella as well. Got the umbrella, £2.60 to go with them. So I thought they can go in my present box. Brilliant. So that was £4.20. Then I went to the card factory. I'm going to lift you up so you can see. Nardo's one is done. B&M is done. I got a load of cards because I think it was get 4 or something. 4 for 3. So I spent £6.44, which gave me, it only gave me a saving of £2. 178, but nevertheless that's 2 cards I haven't had to buy, so yeah, that's a bonus. Right, so let's tick that off. B&M Christmas decoration down to half price. Let me get the camera. There we are. So that was £2.50 and I'll put it away for next year. Bargain. So that's another one ticked off, £2.50. And then I've got another coffee, £6.98 this time. No receipt for that. And then dumbbell. That, I'm going, oh my goodness, it's heavy. I got that for £3 off Marketplace. And I do a 20-minute workout with it, and it's brilliant. I'll put, when I put this up, I'll put the name of the woman that I follow on YouTube, because she does very short little dumbbell exercises with rests in between. So you may do something for a minute and you rest for a minute, sort of thing, like that. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I needed something a bit heavier than my 1 kilos. And hers is purely a dumbbell workout. So well worth the £3. And you know what? It still had the label on it when I picked it up. Still had the label from the shop on it. I think it was £7.50, something like that. So that was the £3 dumbbell. Then down here in pencil, sorry, because I ran in and put it on the other day, £1 from the charity shop, as in over the road from where I get my hair done, roughly. £1, well worth it, because I'm always looking for containers for the freezer, and they are capable of dishwasher, microwave, freezer, fridge, and they're disposable, it says. And the other £1, now I'm going to cover that, so only because I don't want anyone getting dizzy while I spin round. That was what I spent the other £1 on. A jumper. It's a Next jumper. No, £1.50. Sorry, they put their prices up, £1.50. So it's a Next jumper and it's in good condition. And I thought, do you know what? For round the house, it's brilliant. So £1.50, I bought it. So let me cover you up again while I take you back. So that all came to £54.99. So I'm actually carrying forward 87p this time. And tonight I'll have a look. I'll check all my figures and I'll let you know what I've got to spend next month. I think I've got slightly less. I think it's coming out at £53 and something. But I don't spend for the sake of spending it. As you can see, I've come up with bargains there that I wouldn't get anywhere else. And I've saved money on every single item there. I haven't paid full price, apart from the coffees I had, for anything. So it's been well worth it.